Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. Alright, Browns fans, today we're diving into some fresh, impactful news that's got the entire AFC North talking. And honestly, if you're a fan of Cleveland, you're going to want to pay close attention because this could change everything for the Browns' future, and more importantly, their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. We all know that the AFC North has become one of the most competitive divisions in recent years, with the Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, and of course, our beloved Browns, all fighting tooth and nail for supremacy. But what's happening now could shake up that balance in a way we haven't seen in a while. Let's start by setting the stage. The Cleveland Browns, after years of ups and downs, finally seem to be hitting their stride again. The last couple of seasons have shown significant improvement, especially under the leadership of their head coach Kevin Stefanski, who's been a steadying force for the team. The draft picks have been paying off, the defense is looking stronger than ever, and the offense, led by quarterback Deshaun Watson, has shown glimpses of the explosive potential that made him one of the most sought-after quarterbacks in the league. As we all know in the NFL, success isn't just about talent. It's about the right moves, the right timing, and sometimes making tough decisions. And that's exactly where this story begins. There's been some buzz around a former Browns player, someone who once played a key role in their roster, but who's now a free agent, and some reports suggest that the Browns might be reconsidering their relationship with him. Now, I know what you're thinking in the NFL, players come and go all the time, right? But this isn't just any player. This is someone who, at one point, was considered a cornerstone, a leader on and off the field, and whose departure could have ripple effects that extend well beyond the individual. To give you a clearer picture, let's talk about the specific player in question. Without naming names right away, it's important to understand his significance to the team. When he was with the Browns, he brought a level of versatility, experience, and leadership that's hard to replace. His presence on defense, in particular, was a stabilizing factor at times, and he had a knack for making those game-changing plays that could shift momentum in Cleveland's favor. But as the NFL often reminds us, the league is a business first. Sometimes, a player's fit with the team evolves, or the front office sees a different direction for the roster. Now, why are the Browns potentially regretting parting ways with this player? Well, it's because of the current state of the roster and the strategic moves they're making ahead of what many see as a crucial window for success. The Browns have been investing heavily in building a competitive team, especially on defense, which has historically been a strength for them. Adding young talent through the draft, re-signing key veterans, and trying to maximize the prime years of their core players, all of this points to a team that's aiming high. But losing a veteran who has been integral to that identity could be a mistake that they'll regret down the line. Think about the impact of that player's absence, not just in terms of on-field performance, but also leadership in the locker room. Young players look up to veterans, and losing someone with that experience can sometimes lead to a void, both in morale and in on-field execution. Plus, when you consider the division rivals, especially teams like the Baltimore Ravens or the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are constantly reshaping their rosters and making bold moves, it becomes clear that Cleveland can't afford to lose that edge. And speaking of the division, the AFC North is arguably the most fiercely contested division in the NFL right now. The Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, have been a force to reckon with, especially with their high-powered offense. The Ravens, with their dominant defense and Lamar Jackson's dynamic playmaking, are always in the mix. The Steelers, under Mike Tomlin, never seem to rebuild, they just reload. So Cleveland's move to part ways with this key player, if it happens, could give their division rivals a significant advantage. They're all looking to capitalize on any weakness in their opponents, and losing a pivotal piece could be just that. Now, let's take a moment to talk about the bigger picture. The Browns are in a crucial phase right now. They've assembled a roster capable of competing at the highest level, but every move they make is under scrutiny. The recent seasons have shown that Cleveland is no longer a team that's just happy to compete. They want to contend, to go deep in the playoffs, and ultimately, to chase that elusive Super Bowl title. The franchise's recent history has been filled with promise, but also heartbreak with playoff droughts and missed opportunities. So every decision from the front office now carries weight, and it's not just about this one player. It's about the strategy moving forward. Cleveland's management has been very active in the offseason, adding pieces both through free agency and the draft. They've invested in the offensive line, brought in wide receivers to support Watson, and bolstered their defense with young talent. But the question remains, is parting ways with this veteran player the right move? The analytics, the recent history, and the gut feeling of many Browns fans suggest otherwise. This is a team that's built to win now, and losing a veteran who helps stabilize the team could be a setback. Let's also consider Deshaun Watson's role in this equation. Since returning from his suspension, Watson has shown flashes of his former elite form. When he's on, Cleveland's offense is one of the most dangerous in the league. But consistency has been a challenge, and the team's success often hinges on Watson's performance. Having a veteran presence on defense and in the locker room can be instrumental in maintaining focus and resilience through tough games. Losing someone who provides that leadership, especially in a division as tough as the AFC North, could be a gamble that doesn't pay off. And I want to highlight one more aspect: the history of Browns, management, and their approach to roster moves. Cleveland has often been criticized for being too cautious or making moves that don't always pan out. But in recent years, they've shown a willingness to be aggressive, to take calculated risks, and to build a team that can contend for a championship. This recent consideration to possibly part ways with this key player might seem like a risk, but it also reflects the franchise's mindset of reshaping and optimizing their roster. Now, for the fans watching, I know this kind of news sparks a lot of debate. Some may say, well, it's just a player, the team will find someone else. And that's true to some extent. But in the NFL, every piece counts. One veteran's leadership, experience, and intangibles can often be the difference between winning and losing in those close games, especially in the playoffs. Cleveland is building a team that's capable of competing at the highest level, and losing a key veteran could be a setback in their Super Bowl ambitions. And beyond just the roster, this move also signals the team's long-term vision. Are they trying to be more flexible financially? Are they looking to get younger or more athletic on defense? Or perhaps they're considering a different strategic direction that might prioritize draft picks or cap space over veteran stability? These are questions Browns fans should be asking, because every move the franchise makes now will echo into the coming seasons. You know, looking back at Cleveland's history, it's clear that the franchise has always been a team of resilience. The city has endured a lot, from the heartbreak of historic playoff misses to the heartbreak of losing their first-ever Super Bowl appearance in 1987. But through all that, the Browns have always been a symbol of perseverance. Today, they're on the cusp of another potential golden era, and decisions like this one about former players could be pivotal. But as always, it's about the big picture. The Browns are aiming for consistency, for stability, and for that elusive championship. They want to be a team that's not only competitive but dominant. So any move they make now, including potentially parting ways with this veteran, will be scrutinized. Fans will debate, analysts will analyze, but what's certain is that Cleveland's future is bright if they make the right decisions. They have the talent, the coaching, and the passion. It's just about how they navigate these critical moments. And let's not forget, the AFC North is only getting tougher. The Bengals showed last year that they're a serious contender, and with Joe Burrow's continued development and the addition of more weapons, they're looking to stay on top. The Ravens, always a defensive juggernaut, are not going anywhere, especially with Lamar Jackson's explosive playmaking ability. The Steelers, under Mike Tomlin, seem to always find ways to stay relevant, whether through draft picks or strategic trades. So Cleveland must be strategic and smart in their roster moves if they want to rise above. This is a pivotal moment for the franchise, and I guarantee it's a topic that will dominate conversations among Browns fans for weeks to come. Will they regret letting go of that veteran? Will this move pay off in the long run, or will it come back to haunt them? Only time will tell, but one thing, S for sure, Cleveland isn't backing down from the challenge. They're ready to push forward, to push through the obstacles, and to aim for that Super Bowl championship that has eluded them so many times. Remember, Browns fans, this is what makes supporting this team so exciting. Every decision, every game, every season is a new chapter in an ongoing story of resilience and hope. Cleveland has always been a city that refuses to quit, and their football team is a reflection of that spirit. So, as we watch closely what unfolds, keep that passion alive because this division, this league, and this team are about to make some serious headlines. Stay tuned because the best is yet to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. Do you agree that parting ways with this veteran could be a mistake? Or do you think the team is making the right call to reshape and rebuild for the future? Whatever your thoughts are, I want to hear them, because your voice is what makes this community special. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and more Browns news, so stay tuned and keep that passion burning bright. Cleveland is on the rise, and together we're going to see some incredible things happen. Let's go Browns!